Have you ever lost your temper like really bad? Let's talk about that. Good morning, Crossroads students. Hope you guys are all doing well. When I was younger, I wasn't that much younger. This was a couple years ago, so I guess I was younger technically. What length of time can pass before you can say when I was younger? Is it like yesterday? Because I was technically younger yesterday than I am today. But anyway, when I was younger, a few years ago, I was working on this job for my boss, and we were actually putting a giant piece of lead on a chimney. And we put this lead up, we got it up, we set it on the chimney, glued it down, and I began to trim around it so that there wasn't a ton hanging off. And I cut it wrong because it was actually marked wrong. And so I cut on the line and I cut it and I messed the whole piece up. And we had to take the whole piece of lead off and throw it away and put a new one on. And sheet lead's actually really expensive. And so I made the wrong cut and I was like, oh, I gotta tell him we gotta replace it. And I was like, he's gonna get mad because this thing costs money and like it was a dumb mistake. And so I'm like, hey, just so you know, I cut the lead wrong. We gotta replace it. And he was like, oh, okay, let me see. And he walked over and I'm expecting him to like get mad and get annoyed. And he's like, all right, well, is what it is. Let's take it off. I'll go back and get a new piece and we'll put it on. And he wasn't mad. He didn't make me pay for it or anything. And that reaction actually shocked me. And it caused me to question how I react to things. And I think sometimes we get mad at people when they don't react the way we want them to. Like if we tell them something super upsetting and they don't get upset, we're like, what? Why aren't you as mad as I am? You know? Or sometimes we get surprised when people show kindness like my boss did in that kind of a situation. And there's a verse I want to share with you guys kind of about that. And it says this. It's in Matthew. If you have your Bibles, you can open up to Matthew chapter 4, verse 12. It says this: don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in the way you love, your faith, and your purity. Someone asked me recently, he said, I want to speak out and I want to be an encouragement to my friends. How can I do that? Who can I talk to? Where should I do the talking? How can I be an encouragement? How can I be the light right now? And there's a lot of ways you can do that. But one of the ways you can do it is simply by the way you live. This verse that we're talking about is all about being an example. It says in verse 12, be an example to all believers in what you say. We can be an example to people through the things that we say, in the way that you live, and in the way that you treat people, in the way that you love, in the way that you look at people, in the way that you forgive people, in the way that you love without anything in return. That's how you can preach to your friends. That's how you can be Christ to your friends. There's a saying, and it's a little bit cliche, but it's cliche because it's true. And it goes like this: you are the only Bible that some people will ever read. And does the way you live your life make people want to know what the Bible has to say? And so, this is a really simple message this morning. I want to encourage you, as you go through your day, your week, your summer, be an encouragement to people. Be Jesus to people. Because the way that you treat people might be as close to Jesus as they ever get. And so my encouragement to you is simply this: live your life as an example. So that's my encouragement for you this morning. I hope it was helpful. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out and message me or any of your leaders here at Crossroads, because we're here for you, we love you, and we want to be there for you guys. With that said, I'll leave you. Have a great Monday. See you soon.